Welcome to Beyond the Hustle, the podcast where real stories live. We go beyond the highlight reels and bring you bold, raw, and revealing conversations with entrepreneurs who have hit rock bottom and come back up again. Because you see, behind every successful business lies a story of risk, resilience, and sometimes real failure. This is where we unpack the missteps, the missed chances, the mess-ups that became powerful lessons and stories of success. So if you are looking to build something big, if you are dreaming of setting up a business, or just tired of faking it till you make it, this is your space and this is your show. Here we have real founders, real failures, and real fuel for your journey. Come on, let's go beyond the hustle. Welcome to Beyond the Hustle podcast, and we come your way again with very insightful, interesting things that you can learn and put in your startup, your business to help it grow. We want to help support, make sure that the startup failure rates are much lower. And there are so many things we can do. With the benefit of hindsight, some of us have been in business for a long time, and you realize that if you had just a little knowledge, training, or some information from somebody who has walked the path, the journey would have been different. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Take your paper and pen, focus, and learn something. Today we have a very, very, very experienced guest to share with us a lot of ideas. And I would allow him to introduce himself. I call him Osofo, but beyond the Osofo, he's a businessman through and through, entrepreneurial to the core. And I'm very sure that you won't leave this program the same. You leave with some information to help you. So let me welcome Prince, and I would ask you to introduce yourself, your personal career, and how you have veered into entrepreneurship.
Thank you very much, BH. It's a wonderful time to be with you on this platform. I know very soon we'll be reaching the world.
Oh, we will reach the world, yeah.
So my name is Prince Ntiamoah Boampong. That's my full name. I schooled in Ghana, worked in Ghana, lived abroad a bit. But everything about me has been entrepreneurship and ministry. So that defines my journey. And a couple of things has happened. That's why we are sitting here today. And we will be going deep into some of the activities, what we can learn, what were some of the things we should have done and we didn't do, what we are doing currently, and all of that. We want people to learn.
Exactly.
Because every time you have information, you are ahead of a group of people by a step. Without information, you are playing at the same level with all the people. And in this time, we are very fortunate enough in this generation that we are talking more about entrepreneurship. And there is a buzz about even the word entrepreneurship that is really getting people in it. What about the time in the last 20 years when we started and within that period of time? Now there are incubators, there are so many things. So it's a good time to talk about this.
You mentioned that entrepreneurship has been your life. I mean, I'm sure you started way before university, in university, after university. Can you share some of those experiences with us? What makes you decide that I want to do this hustle because I realize potential? What do you see for you to start even going after that dream or idea?
So it comes from the environment you grow or live in or decide to associate with. So I come from Kumasi. And I schooled in Opokwari. My brother, my siblings, they were all in a room and they were selling.
Okay.
So the idea of business naturally comes to everybody, that even after school, come and do business. So with that mindset, you know that anytime you create value, people will compensate you for it. And that becomes the goal of your activities. So when I came to university, I was looking at how do I create the necessary environment for me to create value for people to make money. And I saw that in university, everybody wanted to travel, especially in the early 2000s, way to about 2010, when traveling abroad to work to make some money to support your school was very popular. I immediately first as soon as I entered the University of Ghana campus, that was my thing. How do I create value in this space? Be able to get people to travel and make some money. I got my first visa when I entered the University of Ghana 2 months later. I was so desperate that actually this thing should happen. So I had to learn how to get a website for people, get them passports, get them this.
So your thought was not to get a visa and go and work in Abuja, but you wanted the experience so that you could build a business out of it.
I could direct people when you get to London, go here. So sometimes I can be on campus and somebody in London, I'm showing the person where to go, who to meet this person, because once I create that opportunity, I know people will be willing to give me money.
Okay, so let me ask, when we are on campus, we want to travel. Some of us is just to go for fashion items, to come and chill on campus. But what will let a student think that, I just don't want to go there to buy sports or shada or sound or whatever, but I want to go there and learn to come and make money? Was it out of a need or just that desire to make something?
No, I mean, it's a blend of so many things, because we have individuals and their desire levels.
Okay.
Depending on how you desire, you pattern your way in life. So a lot of entrepreneurs, they embrace a lot of risk. If you see most of the people you interview on this, they will tell you there are decisions they have taken, a lot of their companions will not do, or their counterparts within that same time wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Why? Because they are expecting more as per their desire level than any other person they were with at that time.
Okay.
So looking at that time, you have to go, your popular 2&2 perfume, you get it from the UK, your Serwah chain, whatever. So, I mean, we're all drawn to it. But beyond that, what other things can we do? And I also saw that not everybody who can think the way we think. So if you don't create, so many people will not have the opportunity.
What is the riskiest venture you have begun or you have done? What is the risk, looking back, of all the things you have done? What is the riskiest?
I'm going to tell you a story. So when Facebook came, social media, one day I was at home and I told my wife that I'm going to do real estate. I didn't have one CD. I didn't have anything. I just called a graphics person. In fact, that company, I was in the process of registering it. They've not even brought me the certificate.
You're going to do real estate means what? You are going to do rentals, or you're going to build?
Build houses and sell.
Had you built before?
I didn't know the size of a block. I did, true to the word, I didn't know the size of a block. And I just did the artwork, put it out there. The following day, I got a call. I think, and the person came 2 weeks later. He said, I know you are doing this, and I have to go online, read everything about it immediately to get the technical language. Because to me, every industry have its own language.
Yeah.
I hung around IT for a while, and I can sell any IT product, but I didn't know how to click a mouse. That was my friend too. I was working with. Kwame used to teach driving, and he didn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the angle I came from. So I put this thing up. And people started calling, and one person came, and that's a 2014 or somewhere, it's a 2015. The guy gave me 100,000 that bill for me.
They didn't ask for any reference or anything you've done.
They knew my wife was on TV, so obviously I don't run away with their money.
Yeah.
But as for the reference project, they don't even care, because I've showed them a 3D design of what we can do, and they were happy. And I went to buy a land for them at East Legon Hills, and not knowing they sold the land to 4 people.
So forgive me, it's not funny, but
it's risky. I mean, that's one entrepreneur. So somebody who is not entrepreneur will be sitting, how do I calculate to get a thing perfect? How to have a perfect timing? But believe you me, I'm like, no way. This money is for somebody. I need to defend this money. So I need to go to the family, get some national security people to follow.
Did you get the money back?
I got my land back. I didn't need money. I wanted land to build. So the land they sold me, I told the 4 people to go and chase their money. Me, I started building overnight.
So did you deliver?
Deliver. I delivered. He brought his friend to also come and build the next one. I delivered. Wow. He brought his friend. They were bankers. I built for them. Took my money, good money, and I went away.
And did that become a business?
It became a business afterwards, because I'm now even doing some for some doctors at Polygo. So I do it as side hustle. So anytime...
With the benefit of hindsight, how would you have structured this differently, knowing what you know now about the potential risks, all of that? So how would you have done this differently as a business?
So this time, if I am going to do this, if somebody is going to do this, I think the best thing is to do a proper research about the lands you are going to deal in. Okay. Because it was so stressful. There was no need for me to go to that stress level. Getting people, you go there are land guards on it, you have to go and speak to this person, you know. So I could have just find lands that are very quiet, do my research about even how I'm going to build it, because it got to a time, and I tell every entrepreneur, any area that you are going to operate, if it's IT, try and get a bit of technical knowledge. Because if you don't take care, people can hijack you.
Yeah.
So it got to a time, the foreman knew that I'm just an entrepreneur. Yeah. And he was taking advantage of the whole system. So you bring me estimates that were over, he will not take care of the project well, you know, so, and we are having some small issues in terms of the building quality metrics I was looking for and all that. So going for that, I could have just learned on all these ones, put them, spread them out, and say that from here I come here. Yeah. If I'm not seeing this, I'm not moving to the next step. Yeah. Yes. It could have just
a lot more structure to whatever you were doing.
And even affected the pricing because I didn't know the space. Yeah. I priced so low.
That was so risky.
Yes, it was so risky for me because I didn't know the space much, but I knew with this X amount to get me to where I'm going. Yeah. Because I engaged a quantity surveyor to do it. But the quantity surveyor was so on the lower side. Yeah. But if I knew what I know now, I could have just gotten 2 or 3 people, do the quantities and know where is the mark to place. Yeah. That won't give me too much profit, but I also lose everything. So these are few things that
you learned. Yeah. Yeah. One of the character traits we say entrepreneurs should have is persistence and resilience. So as a business owner or an entrepreneur, it's always very challenging when you come to a place where, Charlie, this thing is not working. I have to let it go. Because it's a combination of a lot of things. Am I giving up too early? How am I failing? What are people going to say? How am I going to recover from this? And all of that. So you may want to still keep going. I know we've shared some experiences. Can you share with me one state or situation where you had to cut your losses and say, let me just let this go and refocus my energy on something? Because if you keep following it, it's going to kill you. Okay, have you had such an experience? Can you share with us?
So to me, entrepreneurship, I started from apprenticeship. And I always tell people that if you are from school fresh, you have 2 options. You can go to corporate, learn, or an apprenticeship, which is an entrepreneur that you can get closer to learn. Yeah. So I entered into this IT business with a friend. Because I was coming in early, I didn't understand contracts. Our relationship wasn't well grounded, so everything was skewed to the person's side. And I was in it with the person for 7 years. We were the pioneers that built a lot of the websites and streaming services for people in Ghana, including all the big churches, from Action and all of them. We pioneered all of them. A lot of them, we put them on social media first time and streamed them first time. Okay. But because I didn't understand contracts, I was so new in it. And the person the other side of the co-founder had all the technical knowledge. Okay. I saw that if I continue, we built it for a while. And there were so many mistakes we also even did as entrepreneurs, because when you are young, you think having a big office with many offices there means you're an entrepreneur. And that can be a wrong because imagine that in 2010 or 2011, we're paying $1,000 a month as rent.
For a startup?
For a startup. What was the wisdom in that?
But what okay, let me understand the psychology. What made you decide that we need this kind of office?
Okay. You see, this youthful exuberance that I always tell people that in their quest of entrepreneurship, they want to see people see there's an office, these are our workers, we are entrepreneurs. And we're paying that amount of money, and 95% of our clients will not come to the office.
No, they be in their offices. Business. You have to go there.
They don't have time. They want results delivered. Yeah. Because if you tell me that you will develop an app for me, I can just access it remotely. Yeah. I don't need to be in your office. Yeah. So what was the wisdom in that? So along the line, I saw that a lot of our decisions were wrong. I spent about 7 years after university there already. And I'm like, no way, I need to cut this. Yeah. In as much as I feel my years I've gone into this project and everything, I just have to let go. and let the person have it and move on.
Okay.
And it was a very painful decision, because you feel like my friends who went to corporate, some of them have
gone far.
Years, they've done this. Am I coming home with zero? What is going to be? What are they going to say?
How did you recover from that experience?
You know, to me, I always tell people that anywhere you live or any activity that happens in your life, in as much as it's painful as an entrepreneur, sit down and look at what are the brighter side of the life. And carry that part and move with it. Because even in a crash car,
there are experiences that can benefit you.
Even in a crash car,
there find
are parts that you can salvage. When a car have an accident, headlong, you can have your tail light. You can have something at the boot, which is
interesting.
So look at the things you can salvage from the situation and use that one as the building blocks. So to me, I've worked with this guy. I used to be the business development manager. I have now understood everything in contracting for businesses. I've read through TROs from even World Bank in connection with IT projects. So I have
built some knowledge. So you are not living with zero.
No.
You are living with something, even though intangible, you are living with something.
So I met a man, Nest, who told me that, do you want an employment? I said, no, I've trained myself as an entrepreneur after that long time. But I'm looking for opportunity to learn and to grow again. And the man got a contract from Vodafone that time, which was very big. And he said, I'm giving it to you. Go and spearhead it. Because of the entrepreneurial journey I've been on. Do you know that within 2 weeks, I was able to set up about 8 offices in Central Region within 2 weeks. I recruited people. We started operations, and what they were doing there, we doubled the margins within the period of first quarter because of what I've done. So in every situation,
nothing goes waste.
No. That is why we recycle living products. Nothing goes waste. Somebody's waste is somebody's raw material. So carry the waste as an entrepreneur. Say that this project I've done with this person or these people, it has gotten here. We have known that the financing was wrong. There's nothing we can do. We financed this thing, it was wrong. What do we go and do next? Even to come and clear this mess from here. This on our plate is not working. So there's that line between giving up too early and saying that, and doing a due diligence and say that this won't work. Either we'll tweak it a different way. Because even in projects, along the line, projects lose their relevance.
So you have to really look at the entire strategy all over again.
Because even in the property market in Ghana, you look at in your neighborhood here, property are just springing up. So earlier on, I knew that there will be properties people will build and need to be standing. And your capital is standing. So how would you want to put money in it? But if you come and you say, I want it, we can design what you want. And the amazing and the funny part is that when you finish a construction, whole construction sitting there, somebody would like to come and buy. The wife will say the kitchen is too small. At that time, the property is done. How are you going to
change the
But if they have come and we've done the artistic impression, the woman will say that this size of the kitchen is small for me. Can you increase it for me? The color of the tiles, I don't want it. And so you can iterate on paper. Why can't I iterate a building sitting down? It's too much.
What do you think the role of mentoring should be in this whole journey? Because I heard you say, for example, that if you had somebody guiding you from the onset, there are so many mistakes you would not have made. How can we position so that young people coming up can at least have that apprenticeship period before they step out to say, I am doing my own business?
Because of social media and the things that young people are seeing now, when they come out, the initial thing is we want to make money and create something. It just doesn't work like that. It's over time value will be created. It's over time people will trust what you will do, trust will be built. It's over time your expertise will be accepted. It's over time that even you know what can sell in the market. Sometimes what we do know, we come to the market with passion. And I tell you that passion along the way, if you don't learn how to convert passion to cash, you'll be frustrated.
Say that again.
If you don't learn how to convert your passion to cash, you'll be frustrated.
How do you convert passion to cash?
So whatever you are passionate about, ask yourself, this thing I'm passionate about, when I go to the market, how many people buy it? So we have a tea market of maybe $3 billion across Africa. I want to cash into the 3 billion. And in every industry and in every profession, 20% make 80% of the money in that industry.
The Pareto principle, right?
Yes. So you check and see that within this tea market, what do I do to stand out? So your packaging will come in, the taste of your products, everything. You look at that part of it. Okay, who do I target? The mass market always spend 40% of all the revenues in the market, and the app market spends 60%.
Okay.
So do I go and target the 40% or the 60%? Then you make that decision. When that decision is made, what will be the logistical needs for the 40% as against the 60%? Who are the most worrying types of the clients I'll have within the 40 and the 60? So all these are analysis you do and spread yourself out.
But how do you do that analysis as an entrepreneur? Like, where do you start from to ask this way? Where's the research? How do you get this information?
So in every culture, there are cultural trends. If you go to a country where people take a lot of teas, you know that this is and it's easy to study the people. If you go to a country that you are introducing it into the market, you also will know the trend. Sometimes the approval of your brand has to be few people around you who sample the products and they are giving you feedbacks. The shops that you sell, you take time to go back there and ask them. You can build a relationship with some shop attendant and say that everybody who buys my product, please make sure you become a friend to the person. And in about a month time, I'll come and ask of the feedback they gave you. So any feedback you give me, and sometimes there are little benefits you give them. So that they will be there to get all this. We are not very good with feedback.
Okay. So you go slow in the beginning and probably test the markets to see.
Because more times, whatever you see there, as people are saying, or you are even thinking,
imagining. What if 1 million people buy my product and I make 5 CDs?
Entrepreneurs are very good at it. Always want to create value for wealth. So anytime we are doing it, we want to go for the big car, and that's good. That will wake you up in the morning to move your car, because mind you, where we are, if you don't have anything that drives you, you can't move. Something should be able to drive you. What drives you? It's a quest to make impact and profit. If these two things are not on the table, as an entrepreneur, you can't move.
The quest to make impact and profit. Do they go hand in hand, or one comes before the other?
You can have all at the same time. Okay. Depending on how you structure your activity.
All right.
So the same thing that you are doing, okay, I could decide to source the raw material from some poor women in this part of the country and make sure that their livelihood, I'm very interested how they're able to apply in the funds I give them. So in one breath, you are creating the impact already, but you also need the raw material from them. And in another breath, you are making sure that the project you are doing, you're also making profit. So profit can always go with impact.
Okay. So let me ask this question. You are a co-founder for Oxford Africa Women's Leadership Institute. How important is it for early stage businesses, entrepreneurs, to align with some of these hubs? Because sometimes you are looking for funding, you are looking for advice, and you think that you can do it by yourself, or you can sit on YouTube and, how important is it for young people, young businesses to say, let me align with some of these organizations?
It's very good now. I was telling you that in 18 years ago, it wasn't, entrepreneurship was, my father used to fight every day with me. I wake up and he asks me, what do you do? And I say, I work with a friend. And he gets angry. I'm taking my son
to work in the morning.
You won't go to Ghana Commercial or some Fidelity Bank and say, my son is working here. You see? But now, if your daughter or son gets out of school and you say, I want to be a entrepreneur, you are happy. You want to guide the person to get something going on. But those days, it was really a taboo to talk about. So the hubs that they have created is supposed to aid people and align them well. Some of the programs that they have in the hubs, sometimes they even start from registering the company for them. Help them to set up their accounting system. Like they're doing the little things that ordinarily could have crushed you. You can't do. They take all this, but some of the hubs are what we do as South Africa. We've actually helped the women in every area of their. Do you know what? We are so connected to them that we have their personal issues, they even bring it to bear. But as women, they have more personal issues than even business issues. And sometimes they are not in it.
They're all intertwined.
Yes, they're just an advisory service you have to give them and help them how to make, part the tools and say that this business, this is what you have to do. But either these things were not existing. You have to find every way to solve every problem yourself. You become master of every problem. So it got to a time, that's why entrepreneurs that we have in African terrain is different. This is what we are talking about. We are talking from Africa perspective. Elsewhere, in the Europes and everything, they were COVID relief for entrepreneurs. Did you get anything after COVID? Nothing. So, our terrain is entirely different.
So you have to be in an environment where you can.
There's an environmental determinism. So all this helps, and what we are doing at South Africa is to help people. The environment should be good enough to create entrepreneurs. And that's what we have set up doing. And I think that every young person, if you look at MasterCard, they are now giving money 18 to 35 years. And creating the enabling environment. That
you need to get involved in
look at how they have made Agric beautiful in the last 10 years. Hitherto, anybody you tell, we used to punish us by going to do Agric. Agric was complete punishment.
One of the many challenges that a lot of entrepreneurs have is staffing, building the team. All that you have done, and you have been there, done that. Have you had occasion to recruit, let's say, a friend or family member? That's how did that experience go? Because as the entrepreneur, I think of cost. I wish I could employ a professional to handle this, but Charlie catch so let me rely. How do you work around that?
The single most difficult thing you can manage as an entrepreneur is not machines. It's human beings. And especially our part of the world. Elsewhere, when you engage people, you have engaged them. Our part of the world, when the uncle is sick, the worker is sick. When the wife is sick, the worker is sick. When it's raining, the worker it's raining, the worker. I think that's the difficult aspect of managing business in Africa. And I don't know, but African problems are the same. What you see here, it's the same in Nigeria. It is the same in Kenya, everywhere. It's one single most difficult thing to manage is people. And the excuses people give, oh my word. You have deadlines.
So how do we deal with it?
We are even in the informal, you do projects, that is worse. You pay construction workers today, tomorrow, you pay them for a week on Friday, next week everybody is sick. Until they have finished spending the money you have given them,
before they come back,
they won't be well. So,
and the person's project is waiting.
But clients are giving you pressure and they don't care. So what you are asking for, my first project I was talking about, I happened to employ my how do we even relate to the person? That's a distant relative. My sister's husband, that's a brother. I knew him when we were growing up, and I knew that he was very technical when it comes to building. So in fact, I put that ad out with the hope that I knew somebody who's very technical to navigate
come and help you.
He comes, we start the project. I buy him a car to be a foreman on the project. And I was even working because my car was in the workshop. He tells me he's going to look at the project in an X direction and he'll be in the Y direction.
And that is a relative.
A relative. To the extent that we can make a mistake and have to correct it. If I convert it to dollar terms, maybe $2,000 then. Or something that could have technically shown that people do this. They will do it without him because he's showing them on phone.
So if you were doing this now, would you have recruited a stranger, and giving formal contracts?
A stranger, I don't know. If you default, I will arrest you. Because the point is that it's somebody's money I'm holding. And I have to now, the little that I could as profit, I was using it to solve problems. And the annoying part of it is that because we multitask as entrepreneurs, I can be doing construction and I'll be selling properties and still I'll be doing another X activity. The annoying part with even workers we keep is that if you come on Monday morning and driving a new car, they have a problem, but you are paid them for the money.
But you are making all the money. You are chopping all the money. It's our money.
What was so frustrating was that this person I bought the car and I was even working to go and check on him and he was using the fuel to do other things and not taking care of the car. I'm going to do another project, make some money, buy myself a Mercedes when he's
It's upset. I'm sure in your next life, if we said do a 9 to 5 and become an entrepreneur, you'll still be an entrepreneur.
I surely be an entrepreneur.
Why? Why would you still? What makes it worth it?
I love the uncertainty. I love the fact that it creates value for people. I love the fact that always I'm able to be part of a group that can make the money come and share to everybody.
Yeah.
To me, and I know very well that it's not everybody who's graced to do that. Although it can be learned, although skills can be acquired, entrepreneurs are not born. People are not born entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They learn because of the environment they live in.
The nurturing.
But keeping the same environment, many people will still not be able to create.
Yeah.
So the creation aspect,
it's a gift.
Yes, makes me, want to tickle. And every minute, because of, I don't know how we're wired, I'm getting the ideas to improve something, ideas to make something happen. Yeah. We can add this to this, we can add it to that. Why don't we create this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe there's some wiring that entrepreneurs have. I don't know whether that can be cultivated, but it's so innate that even when you vow that after this project, I am done. The next thing you know, you are starting something else. I've had enough. The next thing you know, you are starting something else.
And I will get you excited overnight.
Yes.
If you don't take care, people are very close to you. I see this person, okay. And you just said you'll do this thing again.
And here you are.
You wake up and an idea excites you so much.
When you were starting, you said you had a campus hustle. And one of the things we are launching as part of this is a seed fund. Okay. We call it the Hustle Fund for university students, so that we can support and give them some grants to be able to start something, because it shapes their entrepreneurial journey. You can make all the mistakes at that time. You can learn. By the time you come out, you are already at least harvesting. Even if you are going to work, strangely, when people are entrepreneurial, even they working within an organization, they create value because that mindset is
they know what to build.
Exactly. And they know how to add value and all of that. So we are launching that fund. It's called the Hustle Fund, and we'll be engaging, there's a book that also has been launched, Beyond the Hustle. You buy that book, a percentage is going into that fund. We are going to ask good people like you to come and support, to mentor them.
Yeah, bad idea.
Yeah, so we'll be calling on you. I hope it's something that you think will be beneficial for these young people.
I always say that if you invest in the next generation, we are doing them good.
Yeah.
Because there are so many things that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Thank God. Now they can connect easily. There's social media for them to do. Now you can help them to build businesses. They don't even have to add brick and mortar. They can sit there and create content and make a lot of money. So they just have to be guarded.
Yeah.
Like good people like you, create a small fund. Yeah. But all they need is a very good iPhone.
Yes. To do their work.
Teach them.
Yeah.
And get them microphones and be doing something to create value.
Yeah.
So, with some of these things, in as much as you encounter a lot of them, some still want to play. Others are very, determined to create.
Yeah.
So
what is the one word we are ending? What is the one word that you use to describe your entrepreneurial journey?
Intriguing.
Intriguing. On that intriguing note, we've come to the end of this episode, Beyond the Hustle. I hope you have learned something. Follow us on all our socials. Subscribe. Press that notification button if you can, so that you don't miss another episode. Buy the book, Beyond the Hustle. We are using it to support startup entrepreneurs on campuses. But you will learn so much from that book that we're working on volume 2 that will come very soon. But real stories of entrepreneurs, real advice from entrepreneurs, and the theory to back all that you are doing. You don't have to start and fail. Don't fall in that cliche that businesses 4 out of 5 businesses fail. Yours can succeed if you have the right information. And that is why we are here. So until we see you on the next episode, bye.